So today's jobs, it's Saturday and we're supposed to get a bucket load of rain over the next 4 days, so we're pretty limited on what we can do. So most of what we're going to be doing is going to be internal jobs, stuff that we can do even if it's bucketing down with rain. So this room here is our bathroom. So right at the end you can see there's a mount there for a toilet, and then on the left hand side a drain for the shower. And you can't really see it, but just tucked behind the wall on the right hand side there's going to be a hand basin. And then in this frame here there'll be a watertight door with there'll be ventilation and extractor fans and so on in that room. That's all good. The whole room's essentially a wet room. It means the shower's going to be in there, the toilet will be in there, so all of it theoretically will be wet. But there's nowhere to hang towels and get changed and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be dry. So we're going to extend it. So you can see the floor pattern. I've drawn a pattern on the floor here. Basically that's where the outside lines are where the wall's going to be, and that swing line is where the door's going to go. So that it's not a huge room, but that's going to give you plenty enough space to get changed and have your towels and have everything dry. And that room also drains as well, so if there is any water that gets in there, it drains away. So I'm going to build the extension on the bathroom now. Basically we're just bringing it out about 3/4 of a metre. So I'm going to weld in some beams, and we're going to do plywood walls actually that sicker and bolt onto the steel. So I'm going to put some steel lips all the way around that we can basically get all of the, so they'll be double continuous welded all the way around, so there's no way water can get out past those. And then we're going to have the plywood go onto those as well, so the plywood is pretty much just directing all of the water straight to the floor, and then the steel won't let any water pass out from there, and it'll funnel it all down into the drain. So I'll get that done and I'll show you how we build it. So this is the finished product, so you can sort of see it's basically welded continuous all the way around, and then all down that wall there as well. I can show you like right up close, but it's not the most exciting thing in the world. There's a bit of weld, you can sort of see it a bit clearer there. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but basically it's welded all the way down that side and then all the way down the other side as well. So that's what's known as double continuous welding. One of the jobs today is to sandblast the engine bay. To do that I need to lift my sandblaster up onto the deck, so it's currently on the ground down the bottom from when I was water blasting the tanks out last. So I'm going to bring that up using the winch setup that I've got at the back here, and then yeah, it's without a gate at the back. You'll see what I mean. It's a bit of a mission getting stuff up and over, but that's the next job to do today, so I'm going to bring it up now. Because it's so humid up here in the subtropics, every time we use a compressor you get a huge amount of water in the system because there's so much humidity in the air. So obviously before I do any work with it, spray painting or sandblasting or anything like that, I need to make sure that there's no water in the tank. So one of the easiest things I've found when I use it is actually just pull the bung out at the bottom before I go and set everything up. Pull the bung out at the bottom, turn it on, and then just rock it back and forth and blow plenty of air through that hole, completely take the bung out. Yeah, it works really well. And I can sometimes get sort of, you know, like a cup of water will come out of my compressor at times. Yeah, the old one I actually ended up welding a bung at the end of it, a really big bung, just so that I could just crack that off and take it out, and I knew it was the lowest point. So yeah, I kind of modified a few things just to make things a bit easier. The little bungs sometimes have a lip on them on the inside, and it stops a lot of the water coming out. Yeah, so I sort of try to get away from that, modify them if I can, and just make draining them a bit simple. So I don't know if you saw it just then, but I just drained the compressor behind me, and yeah, now we're ready to sandblast. So I'm back in the engine room now, and one of the jobs that I need to get done today is blast the last of the bare steel that's in the engine bay and get that etched, so that we can start getting the floor with the final coat of paint on it. So I'll show you what I'm going to be doing just behind me here. So this is the large panel that we welded in. It's about 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters, and at the moment it's bare steel. We have to take all the mill scale off. So we're going to be wet blasting all of the mill scale off, and then from there we're going to be etching all of the paint. So I'll show you that in the time lapse because it takes quite a while. It's probably maybe 2 hours worth of work, and yeah, you'll see progressing from start to finish. So there's a real good example of the 3 types of steel. So over the right hand side of the far top of the screen there, you've got the sort of how the metal starts out. That's the mill scale and the random rust and what have you that's on the plate when you get it delivered. On the top left of the screen is blasted steel that's still wet. So you can sort of see that it does get a bit of orange, like rust orange, etc. And then down the bottom here you can sort of see that's pretty much, apart from that edge, that's perfectly dry blasted steel. So the next process is we have essentially a rust kill product, which is just it's about the same consistency as water, and we just paint that on. It takes it straight back to being bare steel. That real light surface rust is, you can almost brush it off with your hands, but yeah, the rust kill essentially gets rid of that completely. And then we just, it's compatible with the paint, so the paint just goes straight on over top of that. You don't have to give it time to work or anything like that. You just put it on, and 5 minutes later you put your paint straight over top, and it holds on really, really well, and also gives it a bit of rust protection. So the next step from here will be painting it. I've run out of sand for the day, so I'm not going to be doing any additional blasting. So I'll get this bit that I have blasted painted, and then yeah, we'll carry on with something else. So I hope you enjoyed that. We've got heaps more coming up on building Brupeg, so please like and subscribe to our channel, and if you thought it was awesome, share it with your mates.